just so you're aware, all I want to do was ask him where he got the plant from, why he's walking around with it. As you know, we currently don't have legislation. It's a kilogram of marijuana, which comes out to about 1,000 grams. I'm not going to obviously work on that. For you to know, I'm simply just working off of the felony amount, because we currently don't have legislation on what is a misdemeanor.
Okay.
Say, I'll be honest, Xavier, I'm not one to throw books at people. I'm not throwing the book on this guy. I was just keeping it blunt with you. I don't know how much you'll be able to work with him.
Keep blunt. I get it. Marijuana.
Okay. All right, Tips. All right, Tips.
Very, very funny flop. High five.
All right, bud.
High five.
Yeah, okay.
High five.
No, I'm not high fiving you. God damn it, Tips.
Okay.
Biggest dad joke I've ever heard. But yeah, overall, I'm not looking to go crazy. I'm simply just, I'm willing to work on maybe a little bit of time reduction if I can get that approved with the captain, if he wants to work with me. But I really just wanted to know why he's running around with a whole ass plant. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. All right. Let me chat with him for the interrogation room.
Yeah, he's in the room right behind us.
All right.
You want me to leave Actually, I'm gonna lock the door, and if you want, I'll go ahead and I'll check on you in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Sure. That's fine.
Hit you with the friendly knock knock.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Mr. Hughes, this is going to be Xavier Monroe, your attorney. Have any questions or concerns? All is good. Just so you're aware, Mr. Monroe, he is cuffed to the table. Yeah, awesome. All right. I'll leave you guys to it. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Hey, Cap, quick question. Do we have a place to run marijuana at all? You know?
What do you mean by that?
I found a marijuana plant on somebody. I wanted to check. How do I say this? Check the strain. And I didn't know if anything in recent time in our forensics lab has given us that ability. Okay.
Next storm, the machine should be much better. And like I said, I think it's got a serial strain. I'll document it for you and tell you what it is.
Perfect. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I just wanted to make sure before I, because I'm with a lawyer right now. So.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Cap. Talk soon. Bye bye.
Rock, what did dispatch?
All right, motherfucker, about to get the book. Why do you say it like that? I don't know. So, chat, I finally took my, okay. I know not everyone loves Apple. I don't really care. I had a case, a D-Brain case on my AirPods, and I hated walking around with it in my pocket. Does anyone else feel like walking around with an AirPods case in your pocket feels like a bigger bulge in your pocket than it should be? Or is that just me? Or if you have wireless headphones. Oh, definitely. I love when people the door wasn't closed, you bozo.
I forget. I like to launch at people like a spider monkey sometimes.
I don't know what's Kurt gonna do. He told me to walk out the room and come back in a little bit.
Oh. Well, if I say a bravo, I'll know why.
Kurt, are you on radio?
Yeah, there we go. I think I got it off. All right.
You don't have any evidence that I did anything, all right?
All right. You want to go tell them the news?
Yep, let's go tell them the news.
Yeah, we're good.
There's
All
no
right.
evidence.
All right, Chatterbox.
Want to see my spider monkey technique?
No. Wow. Ow. What part of no is it clear, Tips? Jesus Christ.
Well, you weren't looking, so
Motherfucker.
you couldn't see. So, I mean,
This guy's not going to be happy.
No, but it's kind of his own fault.
We don't have any way of actually proving otherwise. I mean, he's getting the felony.
I mean, yeah. Unless you could talk to a captain and, you know, maybe we could drop the charge to a misdemeanor if he's willing to cooperate with where he found it. I mean,
I'd be willing. I mean, I don't even need a captain for that. I'll make that call too. You know what I mean? Like that's fine.
yeah, I'm just saying I can't make that call. But if you can make that call, perfect.
I'm not sure I can make the call. I'm gonna make the call anyway.
Okay. I think it's but we'll let the lawyer think like he came up with the idea. He'll be like, well, yeah, he's getting the felony but if you can get him to work with us, maybe we could, you know, pull some strings, you know, something like that.
I'll let him know. I'll paint the picture. Let me knock real quick. Knock knock. Stepping in real quick.
Yeah, you're fine. Do you have a state ID?
State ID, yes, I do. It's gonna be.
Oh, I just found it. 6876.
Yep.
Okay.
They also suck in the pockets. I've heard the Galaxy Buds are actually really good. I don't know.
So, I've talked to them. I think there's kind of two options we have here. One is if you guys want to go down to the misdemeanor on the felony possession, he'd be willing to make a statement. If you guys aren't down with that, then I think we're just probably going to plead not guilty and we'll take it up on appeal if we wanted to push it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm willing to. I'll be honest. If you are willing, obviously I'm going to talk to you first, Xavier, and I'll let you explain this to your client out of respect. If he's willing to give information about where he acquired the marijuana plant or where he found it growing or any of that information, as long as it is credible enough that it is something that we can maybe work with and it's not empty information, for lack of a better term, I'm willing to drop it down to the misdemeanor.
Okay. All right. Let me chat with them and I'll let you know what our final decision is.
That's fine.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Okay, awesome.
Cool beans.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Spider-Man. Wow.
Hey, Chatterbox.
I actually had a picture of a clown growing weed. Is that
For some reason.
Cool?
For some reason.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but now
when
I
he
just know it's
tackled me,
Bonbon.
I was downstairs.
It is.
I'll tell you this.
Chatterbox.
Bonbon doesn't grow, but he sells.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, Flip Flop.
That's not what you told me last time.
Well, then I went and figured out that Bonbon. It's all different now.
Remember that other information that we were looking into that you told me about? Remember that?
Yeah. It's all true.
Is that still accurate?
Yeah. Well, it is accurate.
Is the growth
but I
spot
found
the
out
same?
that the growth spot's the same, but it's not Bonbon growing. He has a partner now. Partner grows, he sells.
Same spot?
All right. Chatterbox,
Same
get those cuffs off
Okay.
you.
All right, Chatterbox, what do you plead for resisting?
Oh, man.
Assault with a deadly.
Not guilty.
Who said the yuck?
Fine, like. Yeah, what is it? Jesus, yuck.
Knock, knock.
Come on in.
Awesome. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus
Tim?
Christ.
Hell?
Are you okay?
Sorry, I tried to get in before the door closed.
Careful, I heard your captain
You-
lost
you-
his,
you
almost lost
made
his eye
it.
earlier.
Oh,
Damn.
which one?
You
What
didn't know?
Oh, God. I didn't get on duty
Slacks.
very long ago. Oh, God. I don't even want to know what the word around the office is.
You want to know what Cornwood told me happened?
We'll talk about that after. We'll talk about that after.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Are you sure you don't want it on recording? It's pretty good.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Xavier, are you cool if I throw up the recording real quick and we'll
Yeah,
just
of
have a
course, of
discussion?
course.
Okay, awesome.
Yep, no problem at all.
I'm going to set this up real quick. All right. So, just so it's stated on the record, I'd like to remind Mr. Keys you are still under Miranda.
Hughes,
What did I say?
Keys.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Hughes. I'm sorry. I took your first name and your last name and I mixed letters. Forgive
Yeah,
me.
you mean like yep.
Mr. Mr. Hughes, I'd like to remind you that you're still under Miranda, and I
Okay.
want to just say for the record, we are currently looking to gather information in regards to the location of where you got the marijuana plant.
Mm-hmm.
If you're willing to work with us, I'm willing to try and work with you.
Yep.
Awesome. Mr. Monroe, Xavier Monroe is going to be Mr. Hughes' lawyer, his attorney at this time for the
Yes,
two
sir,
charges
I'm
of
present.
resisting arrest as for the felony possession of marijuana. So give me a rundown as to, I guess, what you guys discussed briefly and just
real-
kind of where we're
Real
at.
quick, can we just can we get the deal on recording that was made?
Oh, sure. I have offered that as long as information, as long as it is prudent information to the UPD as the regard to where the marijuana was found, where it was acquired, and why Mr. Hughes is currently possessing the marijuana, I'm willing to drop it down from a felony to a misdemeanor amount of marijuana.
All right, perfect. Mr. Kaysen, go ahead and tell them what you know.
Okay. I need my phone to be able to like look at the GPS if you want me to be exact. So do you have a phone I could hold?
Would I be able to? I mean, I know we have a paper map that we can use. Would you like me to grab at least a map so you can sort of?
Yeah,
that
that'd be
would
great.
be
I can get a map real quick.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
map
can-
would be
that's fine.
perfect.
All right.
Language, guys, please.
What is going on out there?
Pips, could you? Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know.
It sounds like a madhouse. Did you guys bring a bunch of drunks in?
No, just a loud clown.
Oh, okay.
All right, now show me on the map where the weed is.
Okay. It's towards the bottom right, substantias or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Here.
Like near like these oil fields right here on this map.
Yeah. Kind of around that area, but like not like in them, but like on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Like to the right of it?
So we're talking about El Burro Boulevard.
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay.
Yep. Right off of there, I saw a plant growing, and then I went over to it, and it looked like it was done. There's garbage bags and shit nearby, so I assumed, it was not alone originally. But so, I just grabbed it while I could, because I didn't want the people coming back.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, just to clarify, how far off the road did you see this marijuana? Was it visible from the road?
It was visible from a guardrail because I smacked into a guardrail. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That's how I noticed it.
Do you know how far on El Burro Boulevard you were? Because El Burro goes across the whole length of the oil fields.
Yeah, let me try to.
Would you say it's a little bit more south or a little bit more north?
Yeah,
I
start
think it
from the
was
north or south. and then
closer to the
work your way.
water. Pretty sure it's down south, closer to the water.
Okay.
So off of the Elysian Fields Freeway.
I don't know what it is.
I'm just trying to get as good of a pinpoint as possible. It doesn't have to be direct. Just
Elysian Fields, kind of, yeah. The Elysian Fields that kind of leads into the area, but
Okay.
it turns. There's a big turn, so it would, instead of taking that turn, I'm pretty sure it's on the other side of the, like him saying that more dark green in the, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I gotcha.
okay. Okay. I kind of get what you're saying. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. So just to again clarify, in the oil fields or was it like right beside the oil fields?
No,
Like,
no, not in the oil field. On the other side of the oil field, more foresty kind of.
gotcha. All right. So it was multiple plants. You picked one because you didn't want to get caught.
Well, there was, I assume there was multiple because there's like garbage bags and like bags of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like fertilizers and
Oh, okay, okay.
like there was other stuff on the floor. So, I assumed that someone was grabbing what they could and then they left and then maybe was coming back. So, I was just grabbing that when I saw it and then dipped.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. I'm gonna ask though. How long ago did you grab that marijuana?
It was earlier today. I'm not exactly sure hours, but
Okay, so
Yeah,
it wasn't like within the hour. It was a little while ago.
yeah, no, it was while. Yeah, not within the hour now.
Okay.
Is it a daytime, nighttime?
Jeez, maybe daytime. I feel like daytime.
Okay.
Don't think I would have probably seen it because, yeah, it's probably daytime. I don't think I would have noticed it very much at night.
All right. I think that's good enough for me. Tips, do you have any other further questions about the marijuana?
Why did you pick it?
Why?
Just out of curiosity.
Smelled good. Looked
I'll
like
keep-
a healthy plant.
Off the record question, because I'm very curious. Do you know what basil smells like?
Shut the recording off before he answers that question.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, it's off the record, but on recording, because it's just, I'm so curious here.
You can answer if you want for comedy purposes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what marijuana smells like?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 minute.
Uh,
Hey, can I call you right back, please?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Apologies. All right. I think that's good enough for me. I think that's more than enough. I'm willing to accept that. We're gonna go and drop down the felony amount, which is huge, down to a misdemeanor.
thank you.
I'm gonna let you know that I can't speak for anyone else in the UPD. I can tell you right now, and I know your lawyer will explain this to you. This is a huge reduction in your time.
It is.
Thank you.
This probably will not be offered very frequently, but typically when there's one plant, it leaves me with some question.
Mhm.
Because usually if someone's growing marijuana, it's not
It's like
just
a bunch.
yeah. You don't have any plant or seeds on you. You don't have anything else. It's just the one.
Yeah.
Which drops your charges down to resisting arrest and misdemeanor possession of marijuana. That's a 10-month fine with a $360 fine. How do you plead to those two charges?
That's what I'm.
It's guilty. You're
That,
guilty
yeah,
now.
well, that one. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
That's the deal
just-
part of it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
I
that
was
that
saying
was
the right shit.
yeah.
You're good. I appreciate you checking with me before you answer because that's kind of an
Yeah.
important one.
Yeah. So that's only going to be $360 fine.
Okay.
Based on the time you've been in custody so far, I'm willing to hit you up with time served. I don't see an issue with that unless Tips, you have any reservation personally. I don't see an issue
Nope.
for a
No issues here.
awesome 10-month misdemeanor. Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. Bill will come out of your account, issued to the state, and at this point, you are going to be free to go. You're no longer being detained here in MRP.
Okay. Put this cuff on my.
Yeah, that's fine. I am going to have to, as a formality, keep you in the cuffs to go over, grab
Sure.
your stuff from the table.
Okay.
Once we get you from there, I'll let you at the back with your lawyer, and you'll be free to go.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Xavier, do you know where to pick up your things at MRPD?
I'm pretty sure I know. I just hope it works.
If it doesn't,
Should.
I won't go far. You're stuck here.
Yeah.
I'll go and just move you over. There you go.
Thank you.
Actually, Xavier, if you want to follow us, well, I'll just let you grab your stuff downstairs too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lady can run up and grab it as well. There we go.
So you didn't hear what happened to Slanks though?
No,
No.
what happened?
So I guess he got shot in the eye or grazed his eye or something. I don't
Holy
know. Friend was
fuck.
telling me about it. So they ended up giving him a circumcision because they needed a skin graft. So now he's got his foreskin for
He's
his
only
eyelid.
circumcised. Oh my god.
Just grab it.
This poor
He's
guy.
cockeyed.
Oh God. I'm gonna go and just cuff you to the bar real quick. Go and grab your stuff. I'll
Okay.
confirm you get everything. Believe I
And
give
it's
you.
winter too. This gotta be the worst.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
thing that
swearing by it.
happened to him.
I'm swearing by it. I'm telling you, Cornwood said that's what happened.
I'm
believe
good.
it.
I got it.
All right, cool. Get
I
you
don't
in.
think Cornwood would lie to me about that.
Xavier, you should be able to pick up your stuff here as well.
Yeah, yeah. Feel free
I
to.
asked them.
Awesome.
They gave me my stuff back.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Xavier, did you want to talk about anything? Anything you wanted to bring up? Talk about?
No.
Stay behind. If,
Actually, I'll stick behind for a second.
yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll let you at the back here, Mr. Hughes.
Mr. Kaysen, if you want to
Yeah.
wait for me by my car, I'll be out there in probably a minute at most.
Dispatch on frequency.
If you wanna go
OMG,
without
you
me,
wouldn't
that's
fucking
also
believe
fine.
it. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, right, talking to someone.
Appreciate it.
This guy comes
No
up.
problem.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, the light.
Mr. Hughes,
never
at this
mind.
point, you are going to be
It's dark
free to
out.
go, all right? It's all good. It's all good. You take care. Be safe, all right?
You know what? Pretty
Yeah.
well. You know, and
Good.
all in all, not too bad of a shift.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's up, Xavier?
Not a whole lot, man. How you doing? I just
Really?
haven't had a chance to really talk to you, honestly.
I
don't
know
have
it's been
anything
crazy. I feel like I've been seeing so many people. I've seen more lawyers the last like week than I think I've seen in my entire career. It's just been one of those weeks where we keep finding stuff, and you know, I mean, it's great. I'm glad people are asking for lawyers.
It's
But
nice.
it is.
It's
No,
nice to get
it's
called.
definitely. That's very beautiful. Look at you.
My God.
Oh damn, they I see they cleaned up the badge. Looks good.
It's
Did
nice,
they?
yeah.
Wait, can I see?
Yeah, they there used to be a lot of information on our badges. I guess they kind of slimmed it down, which is nice.
That's good.
Oh yeah, there's
All
no
the important
notes on
stuff.
it anymore for
Yeah.
some reason.
Looks good though.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, no.
It's been going. It's been busy for court cases too. I don't know if you've been watching, but I had a case today. I have a case.
Is the terrorism case happening or did it already happen?
So one of them happened, but I made a motion to the judge to sever them, so they're not the same case. So
Okay.
basically, I fucked everybody over and made them do it twice. I mean,
Is that
I
is that a
mean-
good thing or a bad thing?
I probably didn't make some people happy, but like it was the fair thing to do.
That's fair. I mean, the thing I tell everybody whenever I follow through with court is that regardless of how we feel about the verdicts and regardless of how we feel, the DOJ is genuinely the final say that we have within the UPD.
That's right. That's right.
So between us or
Yeah.
between other people, the DOJ deserves an opportunity to serve its purpose. I think this is the most important branch that we have in terms of certain charges and how we press them.
I'll press you.
This is how I feel about court. Like court is all about taking the emotion out of it, the frustration that you've been dealing with all day,
Yes.
the ninth person who ran from you, the fact that you already had 5 people lie to you. You know what I mean? It's like the moment where we get to, come to the table and actually have a real conversation, in my opinion.
It is. And I guess what gives that opportunity or I guess that illusion too is that usually in court there's two very opposite sides. So it's very interesting to hear people kind of formulate their sides and how they feel about things. Like the Murphy Braun case was a lot. It was.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's already getting appealed. And honestly, Braun said it's all over. I said, Braun, it's not all over. You know you have a chance to appeal if you wanted.
Okay.
Because he
Well,
tried.
and the crazy thing is I just found out today. Apparently, judges can give
North.
themselves weapon licenses.
Really?
So if they have that power, then how are they not able to carry pistols?
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
Oh my God, you're right.
I mean, the fact that he didn't give himself one doesn't mean he couldn't have.
No,
Fuck, you got 2 guns.
you're definitely right. What do you mean I have 2 guns?
You got 2 guns. You got one in your vest and one in your duty belt.
Well, you never know. If one gets stolen, you have another one.
That's right.
What if they both?
Yeah, but
get
you don't
stolen?
actually have 2 guns. One's a fake.
Well, you see, that's actually the handle to my taser. Actually, no, it's not. I lied.
Yeah, because the taser's on your duty
Yeah,
belt.
it's a fake gun. Okay, Tips, stop looking at it.
Why do you got to harass him about his fake gun? Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
'Cause it's
Listen.
funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You,
Nice lavender top too, by the way. You
you-
even know what that's used for?
you guys, did you guys actually have a sidebar about what I'm wearing? I mean, listen, Tips, you want to play this game?
Yeah. What's the lavender top used for, huh?
What are you talking about?
For collecting blood.
Okay.
It's got a serum
my
separator
God.
gel in there.
Jesus Christ.
You're fucking killing me.
What were you asking about sidebar for?
You centrifuge it out for the plasma to get the DNA.
I think they sidebar
then you
to
PCR
talk
it.
about how I have 2 guns.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Possible.
But yeah, I think the appeal is going to be interesting.
What's that?
I'll be
Oh, yeah.
blunt. Our abilities in the UPD have grown in terms of our due process, I think, which is nice.
I'm
When it
gonna
comes to,
go
like,
reroute
evidence.
The scene of the Chatterbox.
So I'm hoping that the appeal process is gonna, make the point. I think from what we had and what we were able to work with, we established enough PC.
Mhm.
The way that they built the case though was weird. Just no disrespect to the defense, but you know how like in a court case, like you build for the defense you build a foundation,
Yeah.
and then you essentially, for lack of a better term, you want to build a house and show the judge that this is the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the Murphy Braun case, they had a foundation, they built a frame of a house, and then they moved on to a new foundation and built another frame of a house. Then they built onto a new foundation and built another frame of a house, but they never actually like drilled in a single like point. And I was a little surprised because there were pieces of question that we had that could have probably been, argued in court as evidence or to be, argued, for example, like the medical report where Murphy Brown was, respectfully shot in the head. Granted, that is public knowledge at this point. That report is out to the public. His medical report is public. And they didn't even ask about like him being shot on scene. It was asked one time in a brief just line of questioning, which I thought was interesting. I mean, like there were things that they could have like argued and they didn't. So I'm hoping that in the appeal process, we'll actually have a chance to talk about that stuff, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Well, my case for Timo today was basically two things. One, well, first of all, I'm going to be honest. There was one objection that there's one sidebar that we had, which I'm not exactly very happy about, but I accepted it, which was that.
Was it requested from the judge or was it from prosecution?
Well, it was just a statement that Suarez made, basically. So like the hunting rifle.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that in America, hunting rifles probably hurt people, right?
Sure.
But clearly, here they don't, right?
That's been clearly put by the DOJ.
And this was announced in a state announcement.
Yes.
The officer testified on the stand that it could absolutely hurt someone.
Here's the thing.
And I understand why they said that, but like at the same time, like we made it in a state announcement. Like,
yeah.
That makes it different to me. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this much to you. If I catch someone hunting near a road, shooting across a road where people hike,
it's still endangerment. Sure.
Yes, it's still that would be like reckless endangerment. But
sure.
We have been clearly
something else.
Exactly. We have been clearly put by the state that we have very specific new technology safety triggers.
Correct.
And that was very clearly put. So
it was not something that was being hidden or pushed under the covers or some other shit.
Yeah. That was very public knowledge. You could still get criminal use if you shoot it in a public place, if it's not for hunting. You can still get reckless endangerment if you're shooting it over a road. But
the prosecution's trying to make the argument that this thing is intimidating people.
I mean,
who the fuck is intimidated by a gun that can't shoot them?
Okay. To be fair, let me read a charge real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I get where you're coming from, but it was just and I know the judge basically ruled that they were right or whatever.
Brandishing a firearm, I'm assuming.
No, well, yeah, you could argue that, right?
Yeah.
And you could argue he wasn't being kind when he was brandishing it. That's not the charge they hit him with. Hit him with terrorism. We're talking about a capital charge with a gun that can't shoot you.
What? I missed this court case. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, you've not seen the video? The video's on the fucking docket, bro.
I need to see this video.
He shoots a hunting rifle 5 times, right?
Okay.
Runs into the building and swings the wrench once.
What building?
City Hall, right after the announcement of the inauguration of all that. And like
I guess the argument that could be made is that while the gun can't hurt people, you can shoot things that could hurt people. Like if you took a hunting rifle and you shoot a gas tank. Yeah, I'm assuming, the result of the trigger being pulled could be argued as like, right?
I get that.
But
just a side note, that's been tested and doesn't work. But I
really?
get what your point. Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's really non-lethal.
I think there needs to be legislation on how a hunting rifle can be tried.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand their premise, but this is not what we're talking about.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
I get it, but I disagree. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fully understandable. That's an interesting case. I'm sorry that happened, but I think that had a fighting chance.
I mean, well, we also argued like diminished capacity. Like he had a brain injury right before.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't himself, identified as somebody else. They interrogated him as somebody else. Like all these things.
Why is this so funny to me?
Like the doctor come in and talk about his current condition. And then they tried raising the point, well, the defense didn't link that this was his condition on the 20th. Well, he was in the custody of the police who should have asked for his medical evaluation on the 20th, not the defense.
Was it aware to the police department that he was not himself, or that he was under some sort of demeanor?
Captain Slacks testified on the stand when I asked, did he seem like the same person you used to know? No. Did something seem off with him? Yes.
Oh boy.
Like,
oh boy.
That to me that puts the burden on the police to get that checked out.
Yeah, if they're aware at that time that something is not right, it is our job to request EMS.
To stop interrogating him and go fucking get help.
The question that falls into place usually in the way that we proceed is, was EMS called and was he treated on scene as being himself? Did anything seem, and EMS have the professionalism to recommend or state that he needs to go to the hospital if something's wrong? But if that step wasn't taken, then yeah, you could argue that the police department didn't, fulfill their role. I would say that's fair.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of what the judge said, because he said, why isn't there an evaluation on the 20th? Well, I mean, I spent 2 minutes with the guy asking him about his case. I never knew the guy. I wasn't the one who knew there was something wrong with him. All I heard on that day was him grab his head and scream in pain, and I asked the officers, can you make sure he gets medical attention?
Interesting.
But I can't bring that into evidence because it's my witness testimony. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a hard one. I mean, shit, it falls under, it is what it is, but I also agree with you that, like, that's
there was something obviously wrong, and we just rushed to prosecute
Penny.
the guy. That's my problem. That's my beef.
Where are you?
What?
You're right here.
Hello, you okay?
Hi. Good, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Hi.
Hello, man.
Whoops, sorry.
How are you? It's okay.
Xavier, I do have to call somebody back, and I want to talk to Penny real
you're all
quick.
good.
Is there anything else that you need?
No. Just shooting the shit. So
No, you're all good, Xavier. We'll catch up soon. We'll talk, all right?
Oh yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, take it easy.
Awesome. You take care. Have a good one. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, flop.
What happened? What happened?
Oh my god.
What happened?
Oh my god.
Nessa, thank you so much for the 19. I appreciate you. Go get some hearts in chat, please. Thank you. No. Penny.
Yeah, that.
Come take a seat. Come on. Stop. No, Penny. Penny. Stop it. Order. Stop it. No, stop it. Order. Stop it. That's an order.
Oh.
Come take a seat.
Sit on the floor.
What's going on? What happened?
So annoying.
What's annoying? Make sure you're
I'm so
whispering.
burnt. I'm so burnt.
Burnt? Like burned out?
Yeah. I just talked to Cornwood about this for like 30 minutes, but essentially, okay, this last FTO session, I was stacked with another cadet, and it was basically their FTO session. I think Slacks asked me like 2 questions, and I think I failed them because I'm an idiot, and like I'm just so fried. And then she just did everything, and then I accidentally hit her. Okay, on accident. You know what she said? She said, you need to stop hitting people, blah, blah, blah. She tried to reprimand me. I was like, okay, well, you need to not run me over with your car, because you literally ran me over with your car, wasn't paying attention to the road, ran me over with your car, and didn't say sorry. So we start bickering like kids in front of Slacks, and Slacks like, and then he makes me go out and run a lap. And, like, this wouldn't even happen if I wasn't stacked with another freaking cadet with 1 FTO. But there's no FTOs on duty, and when there is, they don't want to take me out because they're burnt out.
I would have.
I feel like a burden. You've already taken me. Okay, here's my list. You want to hear my list?
Yes.
Okay, I've been with Maple 2 times. One of the times, by the way, I'll have you know, it was for 8 hours.
Yeah, you told me that was too much.
Kit. That was too much. I've been with Kit. I've been with Ruby, Duncan, Turner, Flops. You. I think. Well, have we done once or twice? I think it's been once.
I think we did it twice. I took over
Twice,
an FTO
okay.
session at one point. So yeah, I think it was yeah.
And then I've been with Bones 6 times. I've been with the entire anyone who has a chance to take me. I've been with all of them. I think I've done like 50 hours.
Okay.
And I'm an idiot.
What do you mean you're an idiot?
Because I still can't fucking drive and I still get things wrong. And everybody else knows more than me. Even all the other cadets, they come in and they know more than me because they've been like, police officers from somewhere else, or I don't know, maybe they're just like on
Joe.
Adderall, and I don't have that. I don't have Adderall.
Okay, so go ahead and take a seat.
Eating one of these. I know it's evidence, but I'm eating it. Okay.
Evidence of a hot dog.
It was litter on the ground. I still ate it.
It's, you know, not the worst thing I've heard. So let me break this down, okay? Let me talk to him. God damn it. Yes.
I might have bad news about the car.
What do you? What car? My car?
The car.
What car?
Oh yeah, did you find it?
Did someone take my car?
I'm not a. Oh, I'm looking for a car. I'm not a crazy man. Ooh.
If you see YQ5, just put it somewhere else. I parked it in the wrong spot anyway. That was on me.
Well, listen. The YQ5 vehicle. We got incited to go help out with a 31 Bravo situation, and Kurt was he turned it into a poltergeist.
Listen. I'm in a meeting right now. All I'm gonna say is get the thing repaired, okay?
I can't fucking find it.
What do you mean you can't find it?
It's gone.
Go back to the PD. Go back to the PD.
It says it's on a road.
I'll deal with it after storm. I gotta let you go.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay. So,
Club, I don't think I'm a good police officer.
So I'm about to rip the Band-Aid off. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a great police officer. You're an excellent police officer. You are willing to learn, you're willing to make mistakes, and you're willing to not make the same mistakes twice. Number one. Number two, everyone has a different teaching style. You personally, not a fan of riding with two cadets. It becomes overwhelming, too much talking, too much going on. You don't have an opportunity to process the information. Right?
Yeah.
You work better in a one-to-one situation.
Yeah.
In terms of the
fine, it's just that it was her session. It was literally me.
Yeah.
Bored out of my mind watching her session.
Yeah. And that's something that I think you just need to make clear and let Slacks know and let whoever you're taking out know. Hey, some feedback for you. I have a very hard time learning the information and, taking it in when there's multiple people in the vehicle. And just state that when two people are being taught, I don't learn as easily, and it's very difficult for me to learn. But I learn way better when I'm alone, right?
Yeah.
So you got those 2 points. The fact that you guys bickered with each other, I would recommend, if something like that happens, just don't be the aggressor. If they hit you and didn't apologize, say something, but don't swing at them. If it was by accident, it was by accident. It is what it is, right? The other thing too that I'm noticing immediately with you just talking to me is that you are doing possibly the worst thing anyone could do to themselves, and that's compare yourself to others. You're active. I have heard you on radio. I took you out when you had just got you were just sort of learning the ropes, and I'll admit, you definitely had flaws. So does everybody.
Yeah.
And a lot of the flaws that we talked about, you've improved on. I've heard you on radio. You do good. You will get it. I know you're gonna get it. And I said it to you before, and I'll say it again, but this cadet thing is not. This is not an opportunity to. This whole thing isn't a race, to put simply. We want you to learn the information, and do we want you to start picking up on things? Of course we do. That's our job. We put the effort in, and we want to see that our work is also showing in practice. Besides that, though, you are your own person. You're being included in. I think this is the 4th or 5th time you've told me that you've been with a second cadet, if not mistaken. How many times have you ridden with 2 people?
I don't know. I think It's been probably, yeah, this is probably the third time, I would say.
Okay.
Which it's fine. It's okay. As long as, like, the focus is on both of us. But there was, like, there only 2 questions from me, and then that was it. There was a few things that he asked me to do, but she was driving. She was doing all the comms, everything. She was leading the pullovers. It was fine. It's just, like, I just don't know if he's even assessing me or if it's just, like, a huge waste of my time. And also, like, mostly my frustration is also just waiting in queue. The queue thing is so confusing. Because Slacks told me that if there was nobody in queue and it wasn't my shift, I could go in queue. I tried that, and then Ruth got mad at me and was like, you need to go queue in your shift. Blah, blah, only your shift. There's a whole thing about it.
Did you tell her that you got the approval from a captain?
No, I didn't even get the chance to talk to her because she told Bones to tell me that. Instead, she yelled at him. Like, blamed Bones. And then in the actual, you know, the board, the email where you do the cadet thing, that she said to another cadet, like, hey, you're not supposed to be queuing outside of your queue anymore. That's what we changed now. And but I'm like, okay, well then.
Joe, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate you. And what's going on? Thank you for the 15. Thank you. Thank you. Can we get hearts for both? Joe, I appreciate you. I'm sorry. We're talking.
4 or 5 hours before I queue up. I'm confused.
I'm going to keep it blunt with you. I'm going to bring.
I have to wait like 30 to 40 minutes. That's a minimum waiting for an FTO.
I'm going to make it clear to Slacks, and I'm going to make sure that he informs the other captains. I think it is unbelievably stupid. And I'm going to use the word stupid. It is unbelievably stupid that if there's no cadets waiting and we have FTOs wanting to take people to teach them, that we're not going to allow it because it's at a shift.
It's crazy.
I find that
not even, like,
mind-boggling.
supposed to be here. It's weird because it genuinely feels like I'm not supposed to be here. Like, people don't want me here because they're saying, like, hey, this isn't your shift. Go off duty. Like, hey, you're waiting around here, but you're not supposed to be on duty because you're getting paid for nothing.
Did you tell Slacks about this at all?
No, he doesn't want to hear anything I have to say. He doesn't take... I feel like Slacks thinks I'm just, like, I have an attitude problem. So, like, of course it's just going to sound like I'm bad talking or something.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to say anything.
Well, luckily for him, I'm the next in line for command. So guess what? He's going to have to swallow that pill when I talk to him. But just know that I am going to be addressing that with him. I think I'm going to bring it up with all the captains. I want you to...
It's not even my intention for you to do that. I'm venting to
here's
you,
the thing.
as a friend too, you know?
No. Your name's not going to get brought up. Your name's not going to get brought up.
I'm literally, like, so out of gas that even if you told me, hey, Penny, you need to go tell Captain Slacks this, I'd be like, what's the point? I'm out of gas. I don't even know if I want to be here. That's how bad it is.
Here's the thing.
The only reason I would is because you're here, Bones is here, Cornwood, you know, Ruby.
Don't leave. I'm going to tell you now, do not give up. You want me to... I'm going to keep it blunt with you. I know the PD is not in a great spot right now. I know that things are not in a good spot, and I know things could be different. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to have a serious sit down at some point with the captains. And I'm going to be giving them some information that I've received anonymously from members of the PD about people's frustrations. And I'm going to tell them...
A lot of frustrations, man.
Well, I'm going to tell them...
too.
What was that?
I said it's probably frustrations from every single person.
I mean, right now it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the reality. Penny is... There needs to be things that need to be addressed. And unfortunately, you're the one that's going to see it the worst. Because you are relying... This is going to sound weird. You are the one relying on the rest of PD to succeed and do right. And I how do I say this so that it's not unprofessional? The people that see the operation of the PD are the cadets, because you guys see it at the lowest point. looking up.
Yeah.
And if it is
Yeah.
failing at its lowest point, then how could anyone expect it to function above?
Yeah.
I think that's a good way of looking at it. If step 1 is getting you on duty and that's already a problem, then how is anyone supposed to actually expect the rest of anything above to succeed?
Yeah.
There needs to be something operable from the top and something operable from the bottom. And if one of those two fails, the other one needs to know about it. And I'm gonna make this point to the captains. I'm probably gonna happen actually after the meeting. I think I'm gonna pull the captain aside and just tell him, listen, I need to let you know, and I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna try and get that resolved because I right now, and the reason why Ruth has a different mindset than, let's say, Turner, and Turner has a different mindset than Slacks, is that every captain runs their shift, right?
Yeah.
Which means every captain does their own interviews in their own way, and they run their own academies in their own perspectives. The problem, in my opinion, in the way that I see it, is that because everybody has a different opinion on how things should be, everyone has a different opinion on... Here's what I don't understand. This is the point I'm trying to get at. You're a member of the UPD. You're an officer. You're an officer in shift 1, you're an officer in shift 2, and you're an officer in shift 3. You have a primary shift for your shift. You are shift 2. You should still be treated as an officer in shift 1, and you should still be treated as an officer in shift 3. The problem is that from the top, and the way that it's viewed, and the way that it seems, is that captains don't recognize people at a shift, and because they run their shifts, they put boundaries. Between you and I, off the record, I think that is absolutely insane. If we're going to train people in the UPD to be officers, and we need officers, we shouldn't be pushing them back.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. And I think if anyone disagrees with that, yeah, I'd find it resoundingly just, I don't know. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna be having a pretty serious conversation, I think, with people very soon. Do me a
I think
favor.
like anyone who wants to be an officer, like who not me cadet or PPOs. I'm saying anyone who's an actual officer and wants to be on shift or anything. I mean, obviously they need those people there too, you know. And
Oh my
there
God.
was only 2 people this last shift at one point. There was literally 2 people this past shift today, and Bobby got shot in the face. And then I think it was only Cornwood at one point. I'm not joking.
I know.
Like, fuck shifts. There's not enough FTOs for this shift sometimes.
Penny, would you? I'm gonna ask you a question. Professionally, as a friend, and also just more in the line of PD.
Yeah.
I have a document of notes that I've been working on for the good part of about a week and a half now, speaking to everybody from every level and their complaints and frustrations. The ones that would not identify them. So like, you know, you talking to Slacks or, you know, Ruth calling you out, stuff like that. Stuff that isn't personal, but just in general consensus comments. I am doing anonymous officer concerns and complaints because I don't think that anyone's listening right now. And I want people to listen. And I'm going to be going to every single captain with this giant set of notes that I have and state, here is the general consensus of how people feel in the PD right now. Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I add some notes?
No, of course, I don't mind at all.
Okay. You will
Like,
be kept
anything that
anonymous?
helps- Yeah, either or, and anything that helps, because yeah, I feel like you doing that is like carrying, and you're doing a good job, you know.
I mean,
like
listen,
being like glue.
I'm trying to keep things going. I mean, listen, I know things are not good right now, but I do the best that I can to keep a positive mindset and just remind myself that whether or not the PD's in a good spot right now, I want it to function in a good spot, and I want it to function properly.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Take your time.
Hey, Duncan, I'm downstairs in a meeting right now. Are you gonna be around after storm?
I'm in Alaska. I'm in Alaska.
You're in Alaska?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. What do you need, Duncan?
Okay. I was just calling to see if what's the progress? What's the progress on your thing that you're working on?
Well, after the conversation I finish up with today, I think it's gonna be passed to captains probably after the storm.
Okay. Because if I come back from Alaska on Wednesday and nothing changed, I'm probably just gonna walk back out the door.
Duncan, that's up to you.
I'm super fed up.
That's up to you. I'm gonna bring this to the captains, like I said, and we'll be in touch. I'm in a meeting right now, but it's gonna get brought up. I think it needs to be brought up. I was gonna get a lot more names to write down for statements. At this point, I don't think it matters. I think at this point, I just need to come clean. So.
Do you want me to? I want to add something on there. I can call you a bit after.
Yeah, let's do that in a little bit.
All right, I'll give you a call after. Probably not. You guys have a meeting, right?
Yeah, there's a shift meeting.
Yeah, that's still a thing. All right.
Yeah. I'll call you. Just be around.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, I wonder if any officers are on duty right now, or if they're just all in at MRPD.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the person that just called me is currently in Alaska because, and he said, if I come back and nothing's changed, I'm going to turn around and walk right back out the door.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Duncan said that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Kenny, I really don't want you to give up on PD. I know you have the potential to be here and to do it. Things are not good right now, and I think everybody can see that. And I think to claim all of a sudden that things are good is not going to. I don't think anyone actually believes that the PD's functioning right now in good terms. Do I think that people are functioning? Sure. I think that I know how to function. I think I know how to keep people here, and I think I hold myself to a decent morale because I want people to be here. I want you to be here. It would honestly kill me to see people walk out, especially with people that are, you know, to the potential of you. I don't want anyone to feel like that they need to walk away because they're not wanted. I think there's management issues that are currently giving people that illusion or that feeling, and I think you deserve to have that feeling if that's the way that you feel, because that's in reality. You know, for anyone to swallow that pill to understand that's just how it is right now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's stuff that you still need to improve on?
Yeah, always.
Do you feel like you could do the job right now on your own, or do you think that there's still stuff that you wanna focus on?
I mean, it would be nice to have somebody with me, you know,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I think I could do it on my own. It's just, yeah, it'd probably be kind of frustrating because the thing that I have the most this is just 100% honest. The thing that I have the most problem with right now, I mean, aside from every officer getting killed and, you know, literally robbed every quarter if they're alone, but it's mostly like when I'm driving and when I'm trying to figure out where people are and where I'm supposed to be going.
Okay, so driving and map
That's the worst part
knowledge
for me. Yeah, it's the worst part for me. Because when somebody says that there's someplace and they need 77s, bro, it's the worst for me. I don't know where to go.
Do you have a place to check your dispatch real quick, like flash your dispatch so you can get to it
Yeah.
quickly?
Yeah.
You can. Do you see the little location thing next to when
and
you
then
highlight?
I can just click it.
You can click it. So my tip for you: start learning names, start
Yeah.
learning voices, and start learning call signs. Because when someone needs
Okay.
something and you don't know where you're going, okay, shit, Slacks needs help. Boom, click, check your map.
Okay.
Oh, hey, would you look at that? Slacks is at MRPD right now.
Yeah.
So you will eventually learn road names.
That makes it way easier.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm dumb.
You're not dumb. No. Stop saying that. Stop degrading yourself.
Okay. Well, that makes it so much easier.
It does. It does. We have tools that we use, and it's how you apply to using those tools. If you don't know where you're going when you're driving, I still sometimes am like, fuck, I know that road, but I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's not good.
Well, I mean, it
That's
happens.
fine for you. It just means that I have a long ways to
No. I'm ACDC as fuck. And whenever someone says a road,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, I know where that is, but I couldn't exactly pinpoint it.
Yeah.
And I like if someone says Sustancia, I could probably find that, but it would take me a second to just kind of find it on a map. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can tell you that it's southeast of here. The goal is that you learn roads well enough that you can start driving in the right direction.
Yeah.
That's the goal. We want to make sure that you're driving in at least the right direction, not the opposing direction. Because we're responding, in an emergency, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to say this. Take it for what it's worth. I know that things are not good. I know that things could be better. And I know that things need to be reassessed from the top. And I'm going to be adding notes for what we've talked about today, because I think that it's important that cadets voice their frustrations too. Because regardless of what people might think, I don't actually give a fuck if cadets are full officers or not. I think it's important that if there's a problem from the foundational line, which is bringing cadets on board to be taught, if that's a problem, then
10-2.
I think everything could essentially be a problem at that point.
I'm just happy you're here.
What's that?
I'm just happy you're here.
I appreciate that. I'm happy that you're here
this
too.
place needs you, and I think, yeah, I think one of the best things about you is that I feel safe talking to you about stuff.
I appreciate that.
And I think anyone would feel that way when they talk to you.
I've had a lot of people approach me in the last couple of days about stuff, and I think the important thing is that I know that my teaching style goes against the grain on what people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the thing that I do that no one else does is I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you the truth. But I'm also going to do it in a way that you're still getting the reality check that this is how things are, while also learning how to improve yourself. A lot of people just go, you need to do it this way. You have to do it this way.
Yeah.
Here's the reality. We all do it in a different way, but we all get to the same endpoint as long as we do it efficiently. And I think it's important that if my way of teaching is different than Slack's way of teaching, then so be it. But if my point gets across to you how to do the job, then I think I've done my job. It's not about getting you there quick. It's about getting you there where you understand it.
That's what makes you a good teacher. And I will say that even though you say that, like, your teaching style is not that good, whatever you just said, it's not the way people want.
It's not the way that people want.
Yeah, people always say that you are a good FTO.
I appreciate that.
All the other FTOs and officers say that.
I appreciate that. I do my best, and I try, and I want to just continue to do that. And I might be the voice of reason, but I may also be the voice of demise when I bring this to the captains. They're not going to like the fact that I'm going to approach them with bad information. But I think that it's important that they are aware of just where things are. I think they need, and just anonymously, that unanimously people do not like what's going on. So. But.
Storm's coming.
Yeah, storm's coming. I'm going to go and take a nap. We'll talk soon, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Tell me something comforting. I'm scared.
What? Oh, God.
I'm scared of the storm.
Why? What are you scared of?
I'm scared of the storm. I don't know why, because it's just scary. I'm scared. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's happening.
Is it coming?
It's coming.
Oh! That is a really good perspective to have. A non-solo cadet having complaints on the way PD's functioning is